Yeah. Hi, Gopal. How are you? Good evening.
I couldn't. Uh,
Yeah. So you're sharing something.
yeah, I met you about 2 years, more than 2 years back.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, what Pinaki was and Pinaki now is, it's a total transformation. A person I'm seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
You were actually what do you call? You are the best example for walking in. I can say NLP in action. True.
Thank you so much.
About one doubt about fear of money. What is that? Can
Fear of money.
I?
There are many people who are fearful whenever they even think of money. Whenever they
अच्छा
see
हाँ.
money, वो घबरा जाते हैं. Whenever they handle money, वो घबरा जाते हैं. There are many ladies who don't prefer to handle money. They don't want to touch money. They want to do everything
Okay.
with money, but they won't touch. क्या होता है कि like many times you will find many, this is mainly with ladies only. So what they do, किसी को कुछ पैसे देना है ना, तो वो अपने husband को बोलेगी, फिर भी she won't take the money from her husband and give it to the person.
Okay. Okay. हाँ. He has to hand over.
Yeah. So
He,
fear of money is it's a wide range. It's not just like whatever I'm sharing with you. ये तो बहुत छोटी सी बात मैंने आपको बताया. There are many people who are afraid of even looking at money. There are many people who are afraid of even thinking of money. उनको पैसे से घबराहट होती है. They don't prefer to touch money. They prefer, उनको पैसे देखते ही उनको डर लगता है. ऐसे हैं लोग, आपको दिखेगा. These such people are around you. So there are many people who can't even think of earning money. There are many people who have pretty much of doubt that I know so much things, लेकिन कभी मैं अगर किसी से पैसे मांगूंगा या मांगूंगी तो मुझे कोई देने वाले नहीं है. People will not pay me. They are going to attend all my free trainings. अगर मैं 10 free training लूंगी, they will come and attend all the free trainings. The moment I ask money, they won't pay me. So I can't ask money. Then another kind of fear is I cannot ask money. That is why many people they can't do business. बिजनेस करने का शौक है, मन बना लिया. The only thing is I cannot ask money.
ah, from the creditors, whenever somebody takes some credit,
Yeah,
he cannot
creditors or
demand it.
even clients, और अगर किसी पैसे मांगने हो तो they can't ask money. Like even कोई walk in customer है, उसने सामान ले लिया, उसको उसने बिल भी कर दिया, but they won't ask the money. They expect the customer to pay on their own. Yeah, I know some people who are running boutiques, and when I go and meet them, क्योंकि मेरा तो
Hmm.
आना जाना रहता ही है because of my family,
Okay.
and I have noticed that they don't ask for the money. वो आपको दे देंगे सामान, चाहे वो छोटी छोटी चीजें हो. They won't ask for the money. So that limitation is, this is one of the limitations why many people they don't start any business. That I cannot ask money. मुझे पैसे मांगने में अजीब सा लगता है. This is what they say, but actually they're afraid of asking money. They don't like it. उनको लगता है कि पता नहीं if I ask for money लोग क्या सोचेंगे मेरे बारे में. Many times what happens, they are the people who never wait for anybody else to ask money from them. वो कहीं दुकान में जाते हैं, पहले ही पैसे दे देते हैं, लो पकड़ो, है ना. There are many people what they will do, they don't carry change. छोटा छोटा पैसा वो carry नहीं करते हैं, because they find it very difficult to count the money or keep so much of money with them. बड़े बड़े नोट रखते हैं. मे बी इफ अगर उनको मान के चलिए 20 रुपए का सामान खरीदना है तो लेके जाएगा 100 रुपए. एंड जब पैसा वापस आता है कोशिश करते जितना जल्दी हो सके इसको खर्च कर दे. सो माई पॉकेट माई पर्स शुड हैव लेस नंबर ऑफ मनी. Sometimes it's good that okay, if I have 10 2000 rupee note, I'm okay with that instead of having 10 rupee note. So fear of money is, there's a wide range, wide variety. Many people they are afraid of money, and that is the reason they don't participate in any kind of investments. They're happy with their FD or they're happy with their savings account. That's it. Savings में 4% interest मिल रहा है, I'm happy. FD में कहीं पे 7% मिल रहा है, I'm happy. मुझे ज्यादा पैसा नहीं चाहिए.
That is a risk-taking ability or mindset.
Yeah, so that is also associated with money only.
Okay.
Even so, I'm telling you, there's a guy in a bank. See, आज की डेट में सारे बैंक के almost सारे branch में ही they will invite you to open a demat account,
Yes.
है ना? And once they invite you, they will also tell you, we will give you all tips. आप उन tips को use करके देखो, आपको पैसा मिलेगा. You can make money. Yet people will not do it. They will open demat account, but they won't even invest a single penny there. There are many people like that. So they are afraid of it. इनको लगता है पता नहीं
But
कहाँ मेरा पैसा सब उड़ जाएगा, खत्म हो जाएगा. Some of them have bad experiences also. See, again, if I talk about mindset of prosperity, see, mindset of abundance क्या है, उसके लिए mindset की जरूरत नहीं, वो already आपके चारों तरफ है. It's just about setting your mind that yes, I am already surrounded by abundance. Or like some people talk about effortless. See, you cannot achieve anything effortlessly. Wherever you are not putting in any effort, you are not getting any result out of that. लेकिन एफर्ट डालने से लोग डरते हैं. सो इफ आई वांट टू इन्वेस्ट माय मनी समवेयर, आई एम नॉट विलिंग टू पुट एनी एफर्ट. आई विल फाइंड समबडी एल्स टू डू इट फॉर मी. आई विल नॉट पुट एनी एफर्ट. भैया मैंने तुम्हें दे दिया 10,000 रुपए, तुम ही इन्वेस्ट करो, कुछ मिला तो मिला, नहीं मिला तो नहीं मिला. देयर आर मेनी पीपल
okay.
लाइक व्हेन आई गिव दिस ट्रेडिंग टिप्स, जैसे मैं आप लोगों को दे रहा हूँ, कुछ लोगों को मैं देता रहता हूँ. सी, आई हैवंट येट कन्वर्टेड इनटू माय प्रोफेशन, लेकिन मुझे लग रहा है इसको मैंने प्रोफेशन में कन्वर्ट कर लेता, आई कैन मेक लॉट ऑफ मनी. However, when I tell people, even when I show them कि देखो ये अकाउंट देखो, ये एक्चुअली सारे ग्रीन में है, जो रेड में है उसको छोड़ो, जो ग्रीन में वहां पर तो इन्वेस्ट कर ही सकते हो. बोले भैया मैं आपको पैसे दे देता, आप ही कर दो. मैं आपको मेरा डीमैट अकाउंट का एक्सेस दे देता, आप ही कर दो, आप मेरे से पैसा ले लो. बिकॉज दे आर अफ्रेड ऑफ मनी, दे आर अफ्रेड ऑफ लुकिंग एट दैट ग्राफ, ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है. उनको लगता है कि नीचे जा रहा है
Okay.
मतलब गया 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 गया, ऊपर जा रहे मतलब अब दूसरा टेंशन, अच्छा कब तक ऊपर जाएगा, पता नहीं कब गिरना शुरू करेगा, है ना? उल्टा नहीं होता कि नीचे जा रहा तो पता नहीं कब उठना शुरू होगा. So these are all associated with money. In fact, if you notice carefully, Gopal, if you notice carefully, most of our fears that we are afraid of, I'm not saying that we are afraid. Afraid is, being afraid is different and afraid of is different. दोनों का अलग meaning है. We'll have a session today on that. I'm afraid and I'm afraid of are two different things altogether. They are not the same. I'm afraid is something else. I'm afraid of is something else. And if you notice carefully, most of the fears that you are afraid of, I'm not saying sorry fears here that we have already identified yesterday, right? But most
Okay.
of
Yes.
our fears are all our awareness, being present to what could happen, what would go wrong. That's not fear, that's alertness. Most of them. But the fear that you are afraid of, आप notice कीजिएगा, these are all some way or other associated with money. You know, कोई आपसे आके उधार मांगेगा, आप उसको उधार देने से पहले सोचोगे पता नहीं ये मेरा पैसा वापस करेगा. आपके साथ तो कई हो चुका है आई. सो करेगा कि नहीं पता नहीं. अच्छा वो लेने से भी डरता है, पता नहीं मैं वापस कर पाऊंगा कि या नहीं. सो फॉर देम लोन इज समथिंग वेरी रिस्की. So I will not trade into that. ना किसी को देना है ना किसी से लेना है. If I don't have money, I am ready to eat only rice and dal. I am okay with that. Even rice and aloo is also okay with me. But still, I will not go and ask for money to have a good food. रिश्ते खराब होते हैं पैसे की वजह से,
बराबर.
है ना? Many places. See this program. You notice what Shivani, what Milind, what Bharat is doing. उन्होंने सबने ग्रुप में मैसेज डाला, फिर भी कोई रजिस्टर नहीं किया,
हाँ. Very good.
है ना? You think about them, what is going in on their mind. Now, if I just open this session for free, I say Friday का जो session it's free. Probably you will find 50 of them are there. सब
Yes,
बोलेंगे यार एक फ्री है, पिनाकी के बारे में सब इतनी बड़ी बड़ी बातें कर रहे हैं, चलो घुस के देखते हैं क्या हो रहा है. नहीं भी
Yes.
आया ना तो भी वेट करेगा, ये जरूर यूट्यूब में तो डालेगा ही, मैं वहीं से देखूं,
True. True.
है ना। इसका वजह क्या है? व्हेन शिवानी तो इतना सुंदर लिखा है, सी द वे शी रोट, माय गुडनेस,
Yeah, really wonderful. Yeah.
सो
Yeah.
ब्यूटीफुली शी रोट। एक एक चीज यार, जब कोई बंदा आपको 1 हफ्ते का मनी बैक गारंटी दे रहा है, इतना कुछ दे रहा है, आप कम से कम उतना तो रिस्क ले ही सकते हो, उतना भी रिस्क लेने के लिए तैयार नहीं है।
Absolutely. Yeah.
जिनके लाइफ में 2500 रुपीज इतना मायने रखता है, आप सोचिए इसके लाइफ में क्या पॉसिबल आगे जाके।
पी के ग्रुप में सब जुड़ के रहते हैं, ग्रुप
No,
खोल के भी नहीं देखते हैं।
yeah, no, it's not, Shivani, when I read your message in the morning, my morning,
हाँ,
you
yeah.
covered all the points, like three
Exactly.
session which we had, you covered everything to the details, and it actually should ping the everyone to at least ask Pinaki ji that I am interested in all that. And when you said that they don't open the WhatsApp, I don't believe in that. Yet definitely everyone reads those messages,
Yes, it
नहीं
opens,
नहीं,
you can see.
एवरीवन नहीं होता, लोग इतने ज्यादा ग्रुप्स ज्वाइन करके रखे ना, बहुत से
People
ग्रुप्स
have read
देखते ही
for
नहीं खोल
sure.
के।
People have read for sure, many of them. If you
Yes.
open the message, if you see the info, you will
तो
know.
व्हाट्सएप में ये फीचर
Yeah.
आना चाहिए कि कितने लोगों ने पढ़ा है,
है ना,
किसने
है
पढ़ा है,
message.
किसने नहीं।
You
It
can
is
actually
there.
see who have opened that message. वो दिखता है WhatsApp.
It is there. Yeah, it is there, Shivani.
It is there. If you just select your message and look for info, it
Info,
will show
yes.
who all have read that message.
अच्छा,
Yeah, it is there. It is there.
Forget about connecting with Pinaki. They can at least connect you, right? कि आपको क्या मिल रहा है?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So again, it's a money thing. It's all about money. It's all about money. I'm willing to attend a free session, but I'm not willing to put my money and wait for it to come back. क्या डर है? Don't know.
$2,500 for 2 months. It's really कुछ भी नहीं है, peanuts.
It's nothing.
है ना?
It's nothing on that particular sense, because Pinaki ji, I think I discussed that with you. When I wanted to do this NLP course here in UK, when my boss did it, he gave me the CDs. It is 1.5K, that is 1.5 lakh to 2 lakh ka course tha,
Yeah.
okay? And meditation also, mindfulness, he joined, he is very freak of that. He joined around 80,000 or 75,000. Yes, people do it here, okay? So when I asked you, and you said million plus do go and do the Pawan course, that registration one, it is just 2,000. So kahan pe 1.5 lakh or kahan pe 2,000. So it is nothing. It is peanut or it is a coffee thing for me, okay?
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
this course, like what we are doing here, I'm definitely grateful for you, because what you are giving is, I can't compare that with that 2,500. Frankly speaking, I actually paid for my friend because I want him also to join, because what I'm getting here, it is a lifelong.
Absolutely.
It is a lifelong. Yeah, people need to understand. But yeah, it's at the end, it is me. That is what we say. Yeah, I, me, in that way, not we.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
If you are following the stock recommendations, even whatever I am giving you,
I'm going to. Yeah, DMAT. Yeah.
they're all working.
I just did the KYC thing, तो अकाउंट वापस रीएक्टिवेट किया। अब मैं सोच रही हूँ कौन से पहले स्टॉक लगाऊं।
एकदम उसी सीक्वेंस में लगाई थी, सीक्वेंस में मैंने आपको
Yes.
अच्छा, ओके। तो
Shivani,
अभी जैसे
good
वो
thing
बढ़ा
here.
हुआ है, आपने जो रेट किया था उससे 400-500 अबव है, तो लगाना चाहिए या क्या करना चाहिए?
आप उसमें आपको जो पहला काम करना चाहिए वो ये है कि
हाँ।
जो मैंने आपको रेंज दिया है, आप देखो अगर आप हाईएस्ट रेंज में भी लेते हो तो आपका प्रॉफिट मार्जिन कितना रहता है, बिकॉज वहां पे टारगेट मैंने आपको दिया है। as long as the target is more than 12%, you go ahead with that.
मतलब जो बेस रेट आपने दिया उससे नहीं,
उससे
जो
अगर
आपने
ज्यादा भी है,
हाईएस्ट प्राइस दिया कि आपको ये बेच देना है इस पे।
हाँ, मेरा रिकमेंडेशन ये है कि आप
तो
इस रेंज में खरीदो। खरीदने का
ओके,
जो मैंने आपको रेंज दिया अभी,
ये
वो सारे
खरीदने का
स्टॉक
रेंज दिया है आपने जो देते हो।
Yes.
एक दिया बाई प्राइस,
मुझे लगा एक सेल का भी तो देते हो।
हाँ, एक दिया बाई प्राइस, एक दिया टारगेट प्राइस। बाई प्राइस इज द रेंज इन विच यू शुड बाय दैट। आइडियली यू शुड बाय विद इन दैट रेंज, क्योंकि अभी क्या है ना, अभी ये स्टॉक्स इसी रेंज में है।
ओके, टारगेट प्राइस इज द जब हमको सेल आउट करना है।
हाँ, और टारगेट प्राइस है जब उसको आपको सेल आउट करना हो, तो उस प्राइस में तो
टारगेट प्राइस
डेफिनेटली
से ऊपर जाता है अगर,
हाँ जा सकता है। सी टारगेट प्राइस इज ऑलरेडी
टारगेट प्राइस के बाद नीचे भी गिर सकता है,
गिर सकता है,
कुछ भी हो सकता है।
लेकिन
Yes, yes,
इतना नीचे
yeah.
नहीं आएगा जहां से आपने बाई किया। अगर इतना नीचे आ जाता
ओके,
है टारगेट रीच करने
नहीं
के बाद,
जैसे जैसे आपने डीएससी वाला दिया था 4400 आई सपोज,
हम्म
राइट, अभी वो 4800 है,
हम्म
तो
ठीक है,
अभी
अगर
बाय
वो
करना चाहिए।
2000 तक जाएगा तो आप उसको जब भी आप लोगे ना, आपको जो मेन मैं बता रहा हूँ क्या क्या चीज देखना है,
हम्म
2-3 थिंग्स देखना है। फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि आप उसका अपर लिमिट देख लो जो भी वहां पे मेंशन किया हुआ है, उसके
मेरे
हिसाब
को
से
वो पोर्टल पे समझना क्या क्या ऑप्शंस
सुन लो
होते हैं, क्या
सुन
क्या होता है वो समझना है।
अपनी मत सुनो, अब मेरी सुनो, है ना। अपने बाप वो अंदर बात कर रहा है आपके साथ, उसको मत सुनो, अब मेरी
ओके
बात
ओके ओके
सुनो।
ओके।
दिस इज वेयर यू हैव टू कैच योरसेल्फ। सो व्हाट आई एम सजेस्टिंग इज, जो मैंने आपको रेंज दिया उस पे आप अपर प्राइस में आ जाओ एंड डू सिलेक्ट द टारगेट प्राइस। और दोनों में देखो परसेंटेज का क्या डिफरेंस है। इफ दैट परसेंटेज इज मोर देन 12%, देन यू मस्ट गो फॉर इट, क्योंकि मैंने आपको ये भी सजेस्ट किया है, द मोमेंट इट क्रॉसेस द 12% लिमिट यू सेल इट ऑफ, एंड देन अगेन यू बाय इट एट अ लिटिल लोअर प्राइस। डोंट वेट फॉर द टारगेट प्राइस तक जाने में वो टाइम लेगा, लेकिन on the route it will keep on fluctuating. So your job is to book the profit at 10 to 12% limit. जब वो 12% रीच कर जाए वहां पे प्रॉफिट बुक कर दो, मतलब वहां पे सेल कर दो। सेल करके फिर जब थोड़ा नीचे आएगा देन बाई इट अगेन, तो इन स्टैगर्ड मैनर, सो दैट इवेंचुअली यू मेक, इंस्टेड ऑफ 10% प्रॉफिट और इंस्टेड ऑफ से वॉट एवर इट इज बीइंग गिवन, हो सकता है किसमें आपको 22% दिख रहा है, बट इफ यू फॉलो दिस प्रोसेस probably in just one stock you can make 30% profit, क्योंकि आप 2-3 स्टेप में उसको खरीद भी रहे हो, बेच भी रहे हो, खरीद भी रहे हो, बेच भी रहे हो। The whole thing is you have to wait. These are all stocks that will be reaching that limit anytime. They can reach in 7 days, they can reach in 2 months. जो अपर लिमिट है, जो टारगेट है, आपका जॉब उस टारगेट तक जाना ही नहीं है, आपका जॉब है 12% क्रॉस करते ही बेच देना। द
मतलब जितने
मोमेंट
में हमने खरीदा उस पे 12% प्रॉफिट आ जाए तो बेच
हाँ
दे।
उस पर 12% प्रॉफिट आ गया तो आप बेच दो, क्योंकि क्या होगा, आपका कुछ ब्रोकरेज भी जाएगा, ब्रोकरेज
हम्म
जाने के बाद जो रहेगा वही आपका प्रॉफिट है।
Correct.
तो मैं मान लेता हूँ
correct।
ब्रोकरेज मैक्सिमम टू मैक्सिमम 2% जाएगा, इससे ज्यादा जाएगा ही नहीं, नॉर्मली उससे भी कम
मेरे
होता
में
है।
तो 0.5% बोला है।
मैं आपको मैक्सिमम बता रहा हूँ, तो आप अगर मैक्सिमम 12% में बेच देते हो तो आपको कम से कम 10% मिलेगा ही मिलेगा। मूल मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है कि मुझे अपना 10% चाहिए,
Okay.
है ना। तो द मोमेंट इट टचेस दैट यू सेल आउट ऑन कम। अभी क्या होगा, आपको मैं और भी धीरे धीरे स्टॉक आइडियाज देता रहूंगा, तो जरूरत नहीं कि उसी को पकड़ के बैठे रहेंगे।
अच्छा,
Okay.
जैसे आपने 4400 टू 4500 का बाय प्राइस दिया है, ठीक है, अभी आज उसका रेट 48 है, तो उसमें इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए नहीं?
आप उसका चार्ट देख लो, अगर उसमें चार्ट में आपको लगता है कि वो थोड़ा और नीचे आ सकता है कल, तो थोड़ा नीचे आके बाई कर लेना। आप बीट कर सकते हो, तो बीट एट ए लोअर प्राइस, मान के चलो 4800 है, हो सकता है आज सारा दिन आपने देखा वो 400 पॉइंट ऊपर नीचे किया है, या 500 पॉइंट ऊपर नीचे किया, ऊपर और नीचे दोनों मिला के, मैक्सिमम अप एंड मैक्सिमम लो जिसको हम बोलते हैं अपर एंड लोअर, उसमें आता है ना शेयर प्राइस,
हम्म।
मैक्सिमम प्राइस आज इतना है, मैं
हाँ,
लो यहाँ
आज
तक
का जो
गया,
हाईएस्ट गया और लोवेस्ट
वो
गया।
जो रेंज है उसका
हाँ।
50% पे आप बिट डाल सकते हो। मान के चलो रेंज है 600 फॉर एग्जांपल, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल, एक्चुअल रेंज जो है अपर और लोअर का वो है 600, तो आप 300 रुपीज नीचे रख सकते हो, मतलब आज का जो प्राइस आपके जो क्लोजिंग प्राइस है, आप चाहो तो उससे 300 रुपीज या 200 रुपीज नीचे रख सकते हो, आपको बिट उसी प्राइस पे करना पड़ेगा आइडियली, क्योंकि ये थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे करेगा। द होल पॉइंट इज यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट यू आर मेकिंग अ प्रॉफिट ऑफ 10%, दैट्स।
अभी तो मुझे लग रहा है छोटे छोटे जो स्टॉक्स है ना,
हाँ
वो उसमें
हाँ,
इन्वेस्ट करके
स्टार्ट विथ
अभी
स्मॉल वंस,
ज्यादा महंगे स्टॉक्स
स्टार्ट विथ
स्टॉक्स में नहीं
स्मॉल वंस,
लगाए।
बट बीएससी
हाँ,
एक ऐसा
पहले
स्टॉक है।
समझे तो है क्या होता
हाँ
कैसे है।
हाँ, स्टार्ट विथ स्मॉल वंस, यू स्टार्ट इन्वेस्टिंग इन 1000 रुपीज, बट बीएससी एक ऐसा स्टॉक है वो आपको प्रॉफिट दे
अच्छा,
के ही
इसमें
जाएगा।
कुछ ये भी है कि इतने शेयर्स लेने, या 1 शेयर 2 शेयर भी ले सकते हैं?
वन शेयर इज गुड एनफ, यू कैन स्टार्ट विथ बाइंग
ओके
वन शेयर।
ओके।
क्या होता है कि बाइंग में आपका ज्यादा ब्रोकरेज कटता नहीं, लेकिन जब आप सेल करने जाते हैं तब ब्रोकरेज ज्यादा कटता है। उसमें एक मिनिमम अमाउंट होता है, वो आपका कटेगा ही कटेगा. So that
Yeah.
if that minimum amount is more than the actual selling amount, मतलब actual जो उनका चार्जेस वो मिनिमम आपका कट जाए. तो आपको ना, अगर आप 200 रुपए का एक स्टॉक लेके खरीदोगे तो 220 रुपए बनेगा. आप जब उसका प्रॉफिट बुक करोगे तो आपको शायद 19 रुपए मिला या 18 रुपए मिला. उसमें आपको मजा नहीं आया. आपको लगे सिर्फ मुझे 18 रुपए मिला, क्या मिला, 7 दिन में बैठी रही, है ना. तो कम से कम 1000 रुपीज का ट्रांजैक्शन करो, कम से कम. मैं तो रिकमेंड करता हूँ 2000 का ट्रांजैक्शन करो. दैट्स व्हाई आई सजेस्टेड
तो
2000.
एक स्टॉक या उसमें मान लो 200 वाले 5 स्टॉक ले लिए 1000 में.
वैसा ही, हाँ.
ओके.
200 वाले 5 स्टॉक आप ले लो. यू कैन स्टार्ट विथ एक प्राइस है तो आप एक प्राइस की एंट्री कर जाओ पहले, फॉर एग्जाम्पल. फिर एक कम से कम आपको दिखे कि मैंने खरीद ली. बाकी आप उसके थोड़े थोड़े नीचे ऐड करते जाओ. वो बीड में डाल दो, वो जब नीचे आएगा अपने आप परचेस हो जाएगा. तो आपका एवरेज प्राइस जो होगा उस बैंड के बीच में आ जाएगा. एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल देयर इज अ स्टॉक जिसका शायद प्राइस है, मान के चलो 220 रुपीज. ओके. और कल जब आप खरीदने गए तो आप जब द मोमेंट व्हेन यू गॉट इंटर द मार्केट अराउंड 9:30, आपने देखो उसका प्राइस दिखा रहा है 222 फॉर एग्जाम्पल. तो यू बाई इट एट 222 फॉर एग्जाम्पल. और उसके नीचे 4 बीड और लगा दो, 221, 220, 219, 218. तो ये जब थोड़ा सा नीचे
तो
आएगा तो
इसका क्या
एवरेज
मतलब होता है, जो नेक्स्ट बिड लगाते हैं इसका क्या मतलब होता है कि
सब बिड
फिर
होता है. ये
नीचे
अपने
जाए?
बाइंग बिड एंड सेलिंग बिड. तो आप जिस प्राइस
यही
पे
चीजें
बाई करते हो
समझनी
उसको
है.
बाइंग बिड
वो
बोलते हैं.
सीए में सब पढ़ी थी बट यूज नहीं करी तो सब उड़ गई.
गुड. तो ये आप आपका जो भी एडवाइजर है उससे बात कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट स्टॉक मार्केट एंड हाउ टू
ओके.
deal with stock market, how to deal with trading. Stock ideas are being given to you so that you can recover the energy exchange that you are putting. ठीक है. एंड आपके अंदर जो डर है उस डर को भगाने के लिए ये पूरा कर रहे हैं. मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है कि डर को भगाना है. सो वंस यू
मेरा तो
स्टार्ट
मेन
मेकिंग अ लिटिल
ऑब्जेक्टिव
बिट ऑफ
था
मनी.
इसको ज्वाइन करने का कि एक मतलब एक्शन हो जाए. स्टार्ट
हाँ,
टेकिंग एक्शन हो जाए.
एग्जैक्टली. तो एक्शन क्या होता है? व्हेन यू आर इन द स्टॉक मार्केट आपको दिखता है कि मैं कुछ ना कुछ एक्शन ले रही हूँ, उससे कुछ ना कुछ रिजल्ट आ रहा है. मैं जो
और
आपके साथ
दूसरा
स्टॉक शेयर
दूसरा
कर
ये
रहा
था
हूँ.
कि पिनाकी जी का टाइम हम इतना ले रहे हैं तो वो कुछ ना कुछ तो मिलना ही है.
Very true, very true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I am sharing an interesting document with you, and let us focus our attention here before we take it to the next level. So, लेकिन ये सेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और बहुत ध्यान से इसको स्टडी करना. ठीक है. I'll share this Word document also with you. I have just prepared the document. इसका मैंने कोई स्लाइड नहीं बनाया, but this Word document is good enough. Okay. So, let me share the screen. Okay. Can you all see the screen? Is it visible?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And is it readable? Can you read it? या थोड़ा सा
Yeah.
बड़ा?
Yes.
Yeah.
Readable,
Yeah.
right?
I'm afraid.
Oh, ठीक. फिर भी थोड़ा सा बड़ा कर देता. अच्छा. Good. So I'll share this document with you. If you want, you can use it to prepare any document that you want for yourself. ठीक है? So no copyright. Okay. So what we are doing here is, are you afraid of your fears? That is most important. Fear अपनी जगह पे है. That fear can be any of those definitions that we have already identified. It could be false evidences appearing real. It could be forget everything and run. It could be whatever the definition that we have identified. Okay. The whole question is, are you afraid of it or not? Okay. So we are identifying, rather we are dismantling something very interesting tonight. And that is, what is I am afraid and what is I am afraid of. इन दोनों में फर्क क्या है? Okay. So be very careful. And what you can do, जहां पे भी आप you are afraid, you would like to say I am afraid of, उसी स्टेटमेंट को आपको चेंज करना पड़ेगा by replacing that word of. Okay, so I'm coming there so that you know what I'm talking. So I'm afraid is used as a polite way of telling someone something that is unpleasant or disappointing. or that you are sorry about. It can also be used to express disagreement or share a bad news. ठीक है, आई एम अफ्रेड का यूज ऐसे ही होता है. एग्जाम्पल्स क्या है? आई कांट हेल्प यू, आई एम अफ्रेड. तो आई एम अफ्रेड के बाद या तो उसके बाद एक कॉमा लगेगा या तो उसके पहले एक कॉमा लगेगा. ठीक है, तो नोटिस दिस केयरफुली. आई एम अफ्रेड इज यूज्ड एज अ पोलाइट वे ऑफ टेलिंग समवन समथिंग that is unpleasant or disappointing. So when you are feeling afraid of anything, actually what we discovered yesterday is it's all about feeling uneasy. You're not feeling at ease. और उस uneasiness को ही आपने एक नाम दिया कि I am afraid of this. और you use synonyms of afraid. ठीक है ना? तो what we have to focus on is to move from that afraid of zone to I am afraid zone. So before we move into I am afraid zone, let us discover what I am afraid is all about. So I am afraid is all about using a polite way to tell someone or something that is unpleasant or disappointing or that you are sorry about. It can also be used to express disagreement. So when you are in a disagreement with somebody, you can use I'm afraid, and it can be used to share a bad news also. So let us see some examples. Okay? The first one is I can't help you, I'm afraid. These are all very powerful assertive statements. For example, somebody comes to you and asks you for a loan. Can you loan me this much of money, or can I borrow, say, so much money from you? आप उसको सॉरी ना बोल के और अपना डर को छुपाने के लिए what you can say, I can't help you, I'm afraid. So I'm afraid is actually a very powerful phrase which is being used to express that I am not happy with whatever you are asking me to do. उसको हम इतना प्यार से बोल रहे हैं जैसे हम उसको जो सुनाई दे रहा है, the other person, what the other person actually listening to or the other person actually experiencing it is that you are afraid to deal with me. This is a very powerful use of Milton model language patterns, hypnotic language patterns. So you are using the phrase I'm afraid in a hypnotic way. You are using hypnotic language while talking to somebody. So I can't help you, I'm afraid. I'm afraid we can't come. आपको फैमिली को किसी ने इनवाइट किया for some event. You can say I'm afraid we can't come. I'm afraid that अगर आप comma use नहीं करेंगे तो आपको that word का इस्तेमाल करना पड़ेगा. Otherwise it's better not to use comma, not to use that. Keep that comma intact. उससे क्या होता है कि you can take a break. And this break point is very powerful. वो जो break का जो silence होता है ना for a few seconds, that creates all the magic. वहीं पे मिल्टन मॉडल का एक्चुअल
You are suggesting कि ये phrase use करने हैं.
हाँ, अभी हम दिखा रहे हैं कहाँ पे यूज होता है, इसका एग्जांपल दिखा रहे हैं कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं.
Because I have deleted this vocabulary from my dictionary.
We'll come there. We'll come. So this is not about fear. This is all about expressing your uneasiness to deal with the situation. Notice this. So I'm afraid that it's not finished yet. So for example, अगर आपका कोई काम है जो आपको खत्म करना है, वो अभी तक आपका खत्म हुआ नहीं. So instead of saying sorry, you are saying it's not finished yet. He is not no better. I'm afraid to say. अगर आपको किसी और के बारे में बात हो रही, should we delegate this person to do this job, for example? So instead of saying anything upfront, आप politely बता रहे, he is no better. I'm afraid to say. Here, afraid is not about fear. I'm afraid is a phrase which you are using for this purpose. I'm afraid I won't be able to go. I'm afraid I don't agree with you. I'm afraid I won't be coming to the party tonight. Okay, so these are not about fear. This is a polite way of refusing something. Polite way of handling a situation. Okay, now comes the second thing, which is I am afraid of. This is all about the fear part. I'm afraid of means to feel fear or worry about something or something bad that might happen. जब ऐसा सिचुएशन आता है वहीं पे हम लोग यूज करते हैं आई एम अफ्रेड ऑफ. Some common examples are I'm afraid of death, I'm afraid of spiders, I'm afraid of the dark, or I'm afraid of darkness, I'm afraid of interviews, very common. I'm afraid of being alone, very common in elderly people. आज की डेट में तो 40+ 45+ लोगों का भी यही हालत हो रहा है. I'm afraid of being alone, मुझे डर लगता है अकेले रहने. I'm afraid of losing respect, that's why I don't talk. I'm afraid of writing exams, very common among students. I'm afraid of public speaking, very common among us. सब सेशन में आएंगे चुपचाप बैठे रहेंगे, कोई इंटरेक्ट नहीं करेगा. 3 बार नाम लोगे तो चौथा बार शायद उसके लगेगा कि चलो भाई कुछ बोल देते हैं. And the last one is I'm afraid of losing money. Now these are very common, but you might say that I don't use the word afraid. Quite likely. Let me give you a list of the words that you normally use. Here is the list of words that you normally use to say the same thing. And here are those words: alarmed, fearful, frightened, horrified, intimidated, nervous, petrified, scared, shocked, terrified. And the last one is uneasy. Afraid की जगह हम यही सब शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करते हैं अपना माइंड की जो कंडीशन है उसको बताने के लिए. कभी कभी हम बताते भी नहीं, अपने आप से बात करते हैं, लेकिन इन्हीं शब्दों से वो सारी बातें करते हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम afraid of, we use these kind of words. Now here is an invitation for you. Whenever you think about any of these words, they come to you. Whenever, at any point of time, just replace it with not feeling easy. कहीं पे भी अगर afraid का सिचुएशन भी क्रिएट हो रहा है, घबराहट की सिचुएशन क्रिएट हो रही है for whatever reason, or you are feeling any of these experiences, ये जो मैंने यहाँ पे 8-10 डाले, कितने डाले, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 डाले हैं. Apart from frightened, there are 11 words, and these are all feelings. कभी कभी क्या होते हैं, we use these words in our conversation. Many of the time we don't even use these words in our conversation with others, but with self. चैलेंज है कि हिंदी में एक ही शब्द है, डर. उसी शब्द से हम इन सबको एक्सप्रेस करते हैं. ज्यादा से ज्यादा घबराहट हो गया. So what my invitation is to replace all these words with a simple phrase, I'm not feeling easy. इससे क्या होगा जानते हैं? You are focusing on this word easy. So you're telling your brain to take things easy. Okay. Maximum what you can also do is using the word I'm not feeling comfortable, but don't say uncomfortable or uneasy. ऐसे और भी शब्द अगर आपके ध्यान में आ रहे हैं तो बताइए. But what you are doing when you are saying not feeling comfortable, you are focusing on the word comfortable. मतलब आप अपने सबकॉन्शियस को यही मैसेज दे रहे हो कि आपको कंफर्टेबल फील करना है, और फिलहाल आप कंफर्टेबल फील नहीं कर रहे हो. So the whole focus is on comfortable.
Not feeling okay.
Yeah, you can say not feeling okay, लेकिन not feeling okay का ना वो बहुत vague term है. Actually, you do not know what you are talking about. If I ask okay about what, then you have to explain it. So it's better to use words, strong words like easy हो गया, comfortable हो गया. Think of any other word that can come.
Not feeling prepared.
No.
No.
Prepared means that means you are handling. You have to handle something.
Mm-hmm.
In all these words, only nervous is something that sometimes come to me when I'm like on the stage and I know that my turn is going to come to for speaking on the mic. So at that moment, for a few seconds, a nervous term can come, but none other words are there in my dictionary.
It's good. They are all there. But the whole thing is you have to stay focused here. चाहे वो रहे ना रहे, आपको शायद पता नहीं है. You are experiencing one of these things. See, what we are talking about is, if you remember in the structure of communication, there are 3 layers. The first one is the reference structure, what happened. The second one is the deep structure, your own meaning making of what happened. That meaning making is your perception. It's your perception about what happened. That perception is just your feeling. You are not even attaching any word to it. It's just your feeling, your perception about it. When you are asked that what it is and you talk about it, then comes the surface structure. And in the surface structure, you are using the words to connect such that you can express your experiences. You can express your feelings. तब जगह अगर आपको पूछा जाए exactly what is happening, how are you feeling, you will naturally use one of these words. जहाँ पे nervous नहीं है वहां पे कुछ और यूज करो. पहली बात है शब्दों का आपके पास पता होना चाहिए ये शब्द आपके जानकारी में है. इनमें से कुछ शब्द है जिसको आप फ्रीक्वेंटली यूज करते हो, बाकी आप फ्रीक्वेंटली यूज नहीं करते, तो वो आएगा भी नहीं आपके दिमाग में उस टाइम. द वर्ड्स विच यू यूज फ्रीक्वेंटली, दे आर द वर्ड्स विच आर गोइंग टू कम. लाइक शॉक, टेरिफाइड, स्केयर. पेट्रिफाइड बहुत लोगों को मालूम नहीं, इंटिमिडेटेड बहुत कम है. Normally animals intimidate you, or maybe somebody intimidate you to say something bad. Somebody, intimation कहाँ पे आता है? It's like you say that you intimated me to get angry.
Intimation comes from income tax.
Yes, you intimated me to become irritated. आपकी वजह से मैं irritate हो गया. आप क्यों मुझे irritate कर रहे हो? That is the Hindi version of it. आप क्यों मुझे irritate कर रहे हो? हम बोलते हैं आप मुझे क्यों गुस्सा दिला रहे हो? वो कहाँ दे रहा है? That is where intimation comes. But we rarely use this word intimation in English when we are talking to somebody. However, you may be feeling about it. That I say I am uneasy with the kind of approach that you are making. You are intimidating me to do something. I'm not feeling comfortable. Don't stand so close to me. ओके वहां पे इंटिमिडेशन का ही फीलिंग हो रहा है, लेकिन उस वक्त आपके दिमाग में ये शब्द नहीं आ रहा है, तो आप और शब्द का इस्तेमाल करो. स्टे देयर, और यू मे बी मूविंग अवे, है ना. सो what is happening is the only message that you will talk to yourself as well as talk to others is, I'm not feeling easy, I'm not feeling comfortable. Period. बहुत आसान है. Using these two phrases, you can handle anything and everything in your life. कहीं पे भी there is any situation which you are not feeling excited about or which you are not feeling comfortable about, just stay away. अगर बोलना है तो बोल दो, लेकिन बोलना है तो यही बोलो, आई एम नॉट फीलिंग इजी, आई एम नॉट फीलिंग कंफर्टेबल. दैट्स इट. द मैसेज इज लाउड एंड क्लियर टू द अदर पर्सन. इतना सॉफ्टली आपने बोला कि आप यू एक्चुअली सेट योरसेल्फ फ्री फ्रॉम एनीथिंग, any fear, that can make you fearful, that can make you afraid of, that can make you alarming, that can frighten you, that can make things horrific for you, that can intimidate you, that can create a nervous situation for you, that can be a petrified situation for you. It may scare you, it may shock you, it may terrify you. It can be even uneasy or uncomfortable. But don't use the word uncomfortable or uneasy. है ना?
Reason
Got it?
for reason for not reason for using this phrase is your subconscious do not understand the word not, and then it will read only easy or comfortable and make you
बस
easy and comfortable.
इतना ही मेरा बोलना बाकी था, वो आपने बोल दिया.
So we have covered this in our book as well, this concept of law of attraction
Exactly.
and subconscious mind.
Exactly. So be careful that whatever be the situation, if you are not feeling comfortable or if you're not feeling easy, because basically this is what is your feeling stated at that point of time. However, since you are not habituated to using these two phrases or similar phrases, you are using these words to express your experiences. आज से मान लो ये शब्द एग्जिस्ट करता ही नहीं, आपने कभी सुना ही नहीं, इंक्लूडिंग दिस वर्ड अफ्रेड और अफ्रेड ऑफ, आपने कभी नहीं सुना. तो कहीं पे भी कहा अगर आपको अफ्रेड का इस्तेमाल करना है, यूज इट विद अफ्रेड, डोंट यूज दिस वर्ड ऑफ. इसको एलिमिनेट कर दीजिए. और इसको आप और भी जबरदस्त बना सकते हैं बाय सेइंग आई एम अफ्रेड, आई एम नॉट फीलिंग इजी. पूरा क्लीन बोल्ड. The other person will not do anything after that. Because when you say this, what actually happens as in terms of NLPs, आपने उसको afraid word का इस्तेमाल किया, तो उससे एक uneasiness already पैदा हो चुका है for the other person. On top of that, you are saying this, not feeling easy, not feeling comfortable.
What is the difference between I am afraid and I am afraid of?
बता दिया. I am afraid means you are actually saying sorry. You are actually taking a pause.
तो बोलना है क्या, मतलब मेरा क्वेश्चन ये, इसको बोलना है क्या आई एम अफ्रेड, या वी मस्ट टोटली अवॉइड दिस?
अगर आपको यूज करने का तरीका आ गया तो आप बोलो, अगर यूज करने का तरीका नहीं आया तो रुक जाओ. लेकिन इसको यूज करने का तरीका यही है कि यू जस्ट से आई एम अफ्रेड एंड यू टेक अ पॉज. लेकिन सबको आई एम अफ्रेड का मतलब पता नहीं. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन कि आप कौन से ऑडियंस के साथ बात करो. डिपेंड्स ऑन द ऑडियंस. Particularly, you can use this phrase when you are on the stage. जब आप डायस में हो, when you're talking to a strong group of people, you can use this. I'm afraid this doesn't work for me.
Pinaki, yes, we use this term very, very a lot in UK. Yeah, it is a common.
Yeah.
A lot.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. That if you have an English-speaking audience in front of you, you can use this. It's a very powerful phrase. Very, very powerful. सब कुछ को रोक सकता है. It is like a full stop, which actually a comma, or actually maybe just 3 dots. Hold on. That's it. You're in an argument. You want to come out of that argument. You can say, I'm afraid. Let's stop this here. Can we stop this here? I'm afraid I don't want to continue this conversation.
Yeah, it's Pinaki, it's profound, because when we use this in our office or any meetings or something, this line, basically this particular phrase, I'm afraid, it puts kind of Lakshman Rekha, then no one crosses. It is kind of etiquette. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's being used to change the state of your mind.
Yeah.
Exceptionally powerful. Milton model language pattern kya hai? It directly hits the subconscious. It doesn't allow you to apply the meta model. आपको डिलीशन, डिस्टॉर्शन, जनरलाइजेशन का ऑप्शन ही नहीं देगा, मौका ही नहीं देगा. It will
Yeah.
hit the subconscious straight away.
I think I need to understand this difference. I'm
I'm
yet
afraid and I'm afraid of.
नहीं, I am afraid और तो समझ में आ गया. मतलब मैंने तो टोटली डिलीट ही कर दिया ये वर्ड जब से पावर ऑफ सबकॉन्शियस माइंड पढ़ी है, तो वो नेगेटिव वर्ड्स मैं यूज ही नहीं करती हूँ.
It's not a negative word, it's a very strong positive word. Mindset change करने के लिए use होता है.
I need to understand the difference of using this full stop and I'm afraid phrase.
Yeah.
Where can I use and how should I use?
जब भी, anytime when you will be using the word afraid in the sense of fear, it has to come with off. Without off, you cannot express fear. आप बोलो I'm afraid, आप बता ही नहीं पाओगे. You are afraid. When somebody asks you are afraid of what, then only fear comes. But I'm afraid is all about that. Basically, I'm not agreeing with you, or I just want to stop this conversation. I just want to bring a close to this. That's why it is being said. It is used as a polite way of telling someone something that is unpleasant or disappointing, or that you are sorry about. Whenever you are also feeling sorry about, for example, you were supposed to reach a venue at a particular time and you didn't reach there on that by time. You can say, I'm afraid there was quite a bit of traffic. This is almost as good as replacing but with I am afraid. तो but का ही काम करता है, but का काम but को avoid करता है, and it works most like an and. But this is such a polite way of putting things in place that you can actually create magic. लोगों को लगेगा, अगर आप ये I am afraid phrase का इस्तेमाल करेंगे ना डिस्कशन में, उनको लगेगा कि आप बहुत एजुकेटेड हो. That's why you are using the word I'm afraid. और I'm afraid word का use करने का एक तरीका भी है. There is a certain way of saying it. You will find it in many English movies.
Yes. That's my favorite part. Yes, you're right.
Many English movies, you will find it's a very common phrase which is being used as a disagreement or maybe as an option to look at alternate options and what else is possible. So you can replace and with I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Is anything else is possible? So as if you are saying I'm afraid whether this is going to work or not. So is there any other option available?
Yeah, Pinaki ji, when you give the reference of the movie, there is a lot makes sense to this particular word. It is really good way to end the interview if you want to refuse the order, or the deals or everything. Is very nice, polite way. So that word I like, polite, with this one.
Absolutely.
It's really used here, and movies is many movies we find this thing. So that
I just added this word, refuser.
Yeah.
It can also
like in
be
interview, if you don't like the job offer or any which is going against, this is yesterday only, we've been to same shop or to this thing, the deal was not this thing. So definitely I haven't used this, but in future I will definitely use it. It is very nice way to, polite word is goes with this one. I'm afraid. Yeah, absolutely. But now I understood the NLP, NLP behind it. That is the magic. Yes, we use this word, but as you mentioned that it is a golden this thing to stop the person in front to go into his this thing. That is profound. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
It's a real-time, real-life use of Milton model language pattern. Very powerful, exceptionally powerful.
Pinaki, on that front, since we are a little bit in a language part, okay. What really I found, this is again a question, what really I found difficult is basically the way we speak, in Indian speak, like everyone, like, we are, I speak far English, like speed. It is a train, bullet train. Whereas if you see Western speaker and all that, in my office or any movies and all that, they are so slow. I'm trying to learn that because that is what the feedback I receive from my boss as well. They speak so slowly. In our group, Shilpa ji in that way, because she's from German and this thing. I'm really difficult for me to control that speed. I can't speak
Replace the
2
word
words at a
difficult,
time.
not so easy.
Sorry.
Replace the word difficult with not so easy.
Yes, not so easy to reduce the speed. But here everyone speak in that way. 2 words.
Not so
Then
easy to speak slow. Yet I can do that. Using the words not so, using the word yet. You know, when you're saying this is what I am like, what you're talking about is something which was there in the past, which is there in the
Correct.
present, and which will stay in the future also.
Okay.
So it is
that yet word.
So what you have done, you have created this, whatever you are talking about yourself, you have converted into a permanent tense. वो ना past tense है, ना present है, ना future है, सब जगह पे वो है. You have converted into past tense. So what you have to do essentially is convert that you have converted the whole thing into permanent tense. Permanently ये ऐसा ही है.
Yes.
So you have to change that permanent tense into past tense. And the best way to do that is using the word yet.
Yet. Yeah.
And looking for all the alternate positive words. Like instead of saying poor, you can say I'm not that rich. Instead of saying bad, you say it is not so good. So not so with the opposite positive word converts that entire negative thing into a positive thing, converts the entire weak experience into a strong experience.
Okay.
In fact, don't even use the word negative. Negative हम बचपन से सुनते आ रहे हैं. Replace the word negative with weak and positive with strong. It's only a matter of words. You know, we are only playing with words.
Yeah.
Neuro-linguistic programming is all about playing with the words that can bring in the transformation that we're looking forward to. आपका पास दूसरा बंदा बैठा है, वो बोलता जा रहा है, I am feeling weak, and you say, I can see that you are not so strong nowadays. What's happening? तो पहली बार उसको किसी ने बोला कि यार strong के ऊपर focus करो. And as Shivani was talking about, they don't listen the not so part. Even the subconscious also eliminates that not so part. Subconscious focuses on the word strong. So replace difficult with not so easy, it becomes easy. May not be that easy, but at least easy to ho gaya na. Difficult matlab it was on the other side of zero. आप उसको zero के इस side में लेके आ गए. Bad को आपने बोल दिया not so good. You know, I am feeling terribly bad. Yes, I see that it's not so exciting for you. The terribly bad को आपने तुरंत उठा के not so exciting बना दिया. People use this word, right? Terribly bad.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yes.
You know, it was horrible yesterday in that place or in that market or in that mall. You know? It was a horrible. Many people use this word horrible. Ladies use this word horrible. You can say that, yes, I can see there is nothing exciting about it. But the best part is that you still survived. Isn't it exciting? You survived to talk about it. Nothing happened to you. Aren't you feeling excited to talk about that incidents? Horrible incidents को बता रहा है कितने excitement से. And so pay attention to the words. Yeah, I will share this document with you. And make sure whenever you are prompted to use any of these words, replace them with feeling not so easy or not so comfortable. है ना? डर नाम का कुछ है नहीं. देखो कल का एक दिन पड़ा हुआ है, हम डर को पूरा बर्बाद कर देंगे. डर बेचारा दूर दूर रहेगा आपसे. बोले भाई इसके पास जाने का कोई फायदा नहीं है, तो अटेंशन ही नहीं देता मुझको. Exciting
would
session.
highly recommend this Power of Subconscious Mind. If you both haven't read, please go
What a
and read it.
Yes, thanks, Shivani. Yeah, definitely.
very powerful book. You know, I had two versions of this book. एक था जो मैंने लगभग 20 साल पहले खरीदा था, 20-22 साल पहले. इसका बेचारा का तो कवर भी गया. And then I got the new one. This one.
It's not visible.
Oh,
Miss-
okay. अभी देखता है.
Oh
अभी
yeah,
देखिए.
okay, yeah.
And this is the archived one. But I still have both of them. इसका cover मुझे
Okay.
नहीं मिल रहा है. खाली
I think I read this in 2020 or 21.
Yeah,
तब से पूरा चेंज हो गया है बहुत कुछ.
In fact, when I purchased this book, this was an original one. It was $7.99. It's written. उस टाइम पे इंडिया reprint होता ही नहीं था. It's a very old copy. Maybe 30 years old.
I read from the ebook.
So
No, okay.
No, not ebook. I also had a very old copy.
Yeah. Thanks for recommendation. Yeah,
I do
definitely.
have.
I will read, yeah.
So let's close the session, and before closing the session, I just want to take your sharings about tonight's session. Are you actually feeling afraid of anything, by the way? पहली बात तो ये है. Can you actually see anything around you that you may be feeling afraid of in your lifetime?
No, actually, Pinaki ji, frankly, yesterday after our call, I went out to buy my SIM cards and everything. And during this thing, I was actually revising what we discussed. Yeah. And whenever there is something which is related to fear or this thing came, I just replace it with our discussion. So that kind of revision and this thing. And the whole scenario actually changed after that. Means I was not expecting that. The way the situation happened, the situation turned and all that. Is exactly on this side, saying that no, there is no fear. Fear, whatever is within this thing, and we know how to replace it. So yeah, definitely that's why in this morning only I shared this thing, because Shivani mentioned everything what we covered this thing. So I just put these two videos just to explain.
हिम्मत चाहिए उसने जो लिखा आज ग्रुप में.
Yes, absolutely.
बहुत हिम्मत चाहिए ऐसे लिखने के लिए.
But again, Pinaki ji, nowadays people are less this thing. Where I learned somewhere. क्या बोलते हो बिटरनेस जो बोलते हैं ना वो झाड़ के पत्ते में. आई डोंट नो व्हेन वी आई थिंक वी डिस्कस और नॉट, लेकिन वो झाड़ के पत्ते में बिटरनेस नहीं रहा है. इट इज बिटवीन पीपल ना. वो खुल के जो एप्रिसिएशन बोलते हैं ना किसको करना, पीपल स्टार्ट रिड्यूसिंग दैट, बिकॉज आई डोंट बिन पीपल एंड ऑल दैट. लेकिन वो तो रिड्यूस है जैसे पहले का. लेकिन व्हाट आई थिंक is basically, yes, definitely wherever there is a good, like what you are sharing and all that, खुल के बस ये करो, because that is changing your life. When I heard you very first time, like the very first time, the rest of my life is the best of my life, all those things which you shared. I think I watched your 2-3 YouTube videos. I say, no, this is profound. In that 15 minutes of discussion or your podcast, that one line, every YouTube video, there is one liner. If that is changing your life for the better, why not? That's this thing. So I'm insisting my friend to join. Yeah, definitely he will watch the videos. He's very my close friend. So that is how, just spread the word. What are the positive this thing? You asked me to do the course. I done the course. But yeah, what more? What more we can achieve through that NLP training with sitting with you. And very good thing about Pinaki ji, you or your course is that you are reachable. If I feel to call you any point of time, you are available there. It is not like other, I don't know, many, but other courses or teachers and all that. But recently I started joining and talking to Indian groups. I don't want to increase the number of groups again. You know the reason. But yeah, it's good that you are in my circle, or I'm talking to you directly. So that makes a huge difference. Yeah. So today's take again, especially the last part, because as I said, that is changed now. Yeah, I will replace that negative words, whatever, around communication to the positive one. Yeah. And I'll start using it.
Even replace negative with not so easy word, not so comfortable words.
Yeah.
Negative बोलना नहीं है.
You can say not so positive.
Not so positive. Yeah.
वो भी बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. Like you just say that I'm not feeling comfortable about using such words.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
अपने आप को comfortable level पे लेके आ जाओ, easy level पे लेके आ जाओ. हर वक्त आपके सबकॉन्शियस को यही मैसेज देना है, stay easy, get easy, stay easy, get easy.
Yeah.
Easy, easy, easy. It's all easy. Super. Yeah. So Gopal, we can't hear you.
Mute,
You are-
mute, mute.
Yeah. Unmute yourself.
Okay. I understand the first time the difference between I am afraid and I am afraid of. That is the difference. And normally I don't use any of these words. That is the horrified, scared, shocked, like that. That is not in my vocabulary. And most of the things what I learned so far is from Pinaki ji only. Which word has to be replaced by which is one. That is what I call problem is to be replaced by challenge. It is a what I call hurdle, that way. So these are also new things to understand. Not feeling. Replacing is one what you call afraid in the way not feeling easy and not feeling comfortable. That is the thing.
Super. By the way, have you done that archiving of those WhatsApp groups which you didn't want to focus on?
Yeah. So on the way.
NLP के जितने ग्रुप्स उन लोगों को बोले NLP and beyond में आ जाने के लिए. Then you don't need to watch those NLP groups anymore. उनको जो लिखना है इसमें लिखने दो. You will have only one group to follow.
Some of the groups, NLP groups, they are actually well. Before I joined our Mayor's Church, courses. I first started studying NLP in December 2020 when the notable that Iswan was there, no? All what you call in December 2020 means it was during that the Corona period. At that time, I was introduced to NLP. Then I took in what you call interest with the other ISON. Mayor's search this one I came to know accidentally. One of the group member also forwarded that his session, so that I joined. Okay. That is how I came. Came in contact with the Pinaki.
Okay. If there are NLP practitioners, you can invite them to join this group also.
Sure.
इसमें ऐसा कुछ limitation नहीं है कि whether they are from the Pawan Bhattat group or they are from other groups.
Sure. And in fact, you have said, no, there is no necessity of knowing any NLP.
Yes. Because I don't think I have used any NLP term so far while delivering these sessions. Yeah. कहीं पे अगर use भी किया तो I have already defined it, what it is all about.
But in the entire all the 3-4 days, whatever language you are using, it has all NLP
yes.
techniques.
I'm heavily using Milton model language patterns. I'm heavily using sleight of mouth language patterns. Like I'm using it left, right, and center. So if you start noticing them only, then you'll get to know how I'm using it. I'm using it even right now. So yeah, good. Yeah, Shivani, your take from night session.
I learned how to use I am afraid. The impact it can create. So I totally deleted these kind of words from my dictionary. Now I will be learning more where and how I can use it to make an impact and influence.
Absolutely. Okay. One thing I would like to share with you. You invite people to talk to you and share your experiences about this program. Group में सिर्फ message डालने से होगा नहीं. If you find somebody who is close to you, You make sure they talk to you. This is one thing. Second thing is very, very important, that now as you have posted these messages, it has become your responsibility to show results also, that what results you are getting out of your participation in this program. आप मेरे बारे में बहुत अच्छी अच्छी बातें कर रहे हैं, very good, but what people will look for is what you are getting out of your participation. So they really don't care what you write about me. What they want to see is how you are getting benefited, what you are actually doing, what you are actually putting into an action so that you are getting benefited out of it. There is another mindset. I didn't talk about that mindset. That mindset is called elite mindset. And it comes between growth mindset and abundance mindset. इन दोनों के बीच में आता है elite mindset. Elite mindset वो वाला mindset है कि भैया मेरे पास बहुत कुछ चीज होना जरूरी है और ये मैं कैसे ला सकता हूँ, and I can have access only to it only through abundance. So elite mindset is that जो growth के बाद आता है, मतलब मेरे पास कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जिसके बारे में like I am proud of. I am proud of having this laptop. I am proud of having this voice. I am proud of having this observation skills. These are all elite mindsets. वो ऐसी कुछ चीजें हैं जो सिर्फ मेरे पास ही और किसी के पास नहीं है. मेरी यूनिकनेस का मैं सेलिब्रेशन कर रहा हूँ. I am celebrating my uniqueness.
I'm proud of my USPs.
Yes, I am proud of my USPs. Exactly. That's what the elite mindset is all about. मतलब these are exclusive to me. So that comes between growth mindset and elite mindset and abundance mindset. Okay, so you can focus on that also, but we will coming to that. I just gave you a sense of it. Okay, like you discover what are your USPs. जो नहीं है और build करना है वो भी आप करो. Basically we have to focus on 5 U's. I'll take a session on that also. I'm just giving a hint of it. 5 U's में सबसे पहला U जाता है वो है unlearn. So there are many things which you know and they are not producing any result for you. They are not giving anything. So you need to unlearn them. You will find out. I'll share a technique with you. How you can identify them that you need to unlearn. ठीक है? Unlearn के बाद जो आता है वो है update. So you have to update yourself. That what are those skills that you need to achieve what you want to achieve. Update के बाद आता है upgrade. Now you discover that this is what you need to upgrade yourself. मतलब आपको एक लेवल ऊपर लेके जाना है, so that you can start taking actions. So you need to identify which are the areas where you need to upgrade yourself. So update के बाद होगा upgrade के बाद आता है upskill. So you have certain skills, you have to upgrade those skills, or you have certain skills that you need to develop. ये हो गया upskill. और last में आता है upscale. Now that you have developed those skills, इन skills को आप कैसे higher level पे लेके जाओगे. Okay.
उसके बाद एक बार reskill.
Reskill की जरूरत नहीं. Just focus on these 5 U's, and it's all about you. You, all about you. Okay. Reskill is also a part of upscale or maybe upgrade. So let me give a very simple example, and let us take this example as, say, public speaking. So I am not good at public speaking. यहाँ से शुरू हो गया. So now I discover that I am not good at public speaking, so I need to update myself. So before I update myself, I need to unlearn something. What is I need to unlearn? I need to replace this phrase, I'm not good at public speaking, with something which gives it a momentum.
I am yet to learn.
We'll figure it out. But you think about it कि आप इसको कैसे use कर सकते हैं. I am not good at public speaking. इसको use करना है. So think about it. So सो अनलर्न यहाँ पे आएगा आपको कि पहले क्या अनलर्न करना है। तो पहले तो यही अनलर्न करना है कि बोलना ही नहीं कि आई एम नॉट गुड एट, I am very good at speaking. The only thing that I need to do is to speak in public. That's it. Or speaking in public, क्या है? What's the big deal? It's just like talking to somebody. And you already do that. Whenever you're out of your home, you always talk to strangers. That is what public speaking is all about. हाँ, structured नहीं है. चलो structured कर लेंगे. This is where I need to update myself. I need to do it in a structured way so that I can speak to a large audience. अपस्केल के बाद अपडेट के बाद आ गया अपग्रेड। अब अपग्रेड करने के लिए आपको टेक्निक सीखनी पड़ेगी कि कैसे मैं अपने आप को अपग्रेड कर सकता हूँ। फॉलोड बाय अपस्किल, स्किल डेवलप करना है। स्किल डेवलप, नाउ आई हैव टू बी इन एक्शन, आई हैव टू पुट इन एफर्ट। यहाँ तक एफर्ट नहीं चल रहा था, एफर्टलेस है, लेकिन नाउ इफ आई वांट टू अपस्किल माई सेल्फ, आई हैव टू पुट इन एफर्ट। वहां पे सिर्फ एबंडेंस, एफर्मेशन, इन सबसे काम नहीं चलेगा, यू हैव टू पुट इन एफर्ट। देन comes the upscale part. Okay, now I've started speaking to people, talking to a small group of people, then I'm enlarging my group, then I'm enlarging my environment. कभी मैं Zoom में बात कर रहा हूँ, कभी मैं physically जाके बात कर रहा हूँ, sessions पे बात कर रहा हूँ, बच्चों के साथ बात कर रहा हूँ, group of people के साथ बात कर रहा हूँ, करते करते अब आगे बढ़ना। And अब upscale का कोई लिमिट नहीं है। It can be even talking to 10,000 people, talking to 1 million people. There's no limit of upscaling. But this is the process. मैंने थोड़ा ब्रीफ दे दिया, विल वर्क ऑन इट। पहले डर को खत्म करना है, उसके बाद ये सब काम शुरू होगा। ठीक है, इंटरेस्टिंग।
Yes.
ऑल राइट, गुड नाइट।
Good night.